Let's go for a long run on Vancouver Island. We're gonna take the Lochside Trail over to the Galloping Goose Trail, right down to the Inner Harbour of Victoria, and finish off at the Ogden Point Breakwater. Today, we are gonna run from the BC Ferry terminal here in Schwartz Bay on Vancouver Island all the way to downtown Victoria. We're actually going to finish at the Ogden Point Breakwater. Should take me somewhere around 4 hours with all the filming, so let's go! It's Good Friday, Easter long weekend. It's actually a holiday here in Canada, so the trail's going to be really busy. Lots of bikers, lots of runners and dog walkers. First part of our run today takes us by Westport Marina. It's about 200 meters from the BC Ferry terminal. This is where we're going to get on the Lochside Trail. Lochside Trail starts on the north part of the Saanich Peninsula and takes us all the way into Victoria. So this is where the trail starts. The Lochside Trail. I'll leave a link in the description down below. Check it out. This route takes us right past the high school where Catherine and I both graduated from. That was a long time ago. So from here, we're gonna head back onto the Lochside Trail. I'm gonna do a little deviation and I'm gonna start going down through Sidney, through the waterfront of Sidney, and then we'll get back on the Lochside Trail on, oddly enough, Lochside Road. All right, cue the music, let's go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Woo. We are about to make our way down to the Sidney waterfront. It's gonna get busy. It's a long weekend, so there's gonna be a lot of people out. I'm gonna turn the camera around so you can see where we're going. The reason I'm doing this run, other than making this awesome YouTube video for you, is because this year I am running the Vancouver Island Trail series. It's a series of 6 different runs up and down Vancouver Island. First race of the season was last weekend. It was at the Royal Roads University. Long course is 11K. Next race is in a couple weeks up in Cowichan Bay. Long course is 26K. So I need to get in some long runs. We are on Lochside Road. This is also part of the Lochside Trail. So I just want to talk a little bit about my training. I do an 80-20 training system, which means 80% of my workouts are done at a low intensity. So I can easily talk, barely breaking a sweat. My pace right now, it's a pretty slow pace. I'm doing about a 5:50 per kilometer. And then 20% of my runs are done at a high intensity. So working those secondary energy systems. Whew. It is hard to talk and run. So my high intensity I do every Saturday morning. I work out with a triathlon group called Pinnacle Fitness. They do a free run every Saturday, 9:30, starting from the Beaver Lake parking lot just outside of Victoria. Check out Pinnacle Fitness website if you're interested. These runs have helped me so much. Just help me run in with a group, kind of simulates race day, drives my competitiveness, and I made so many great friends. Shout out to all my Saturday morning runners. Woo. All right, let's get going. This is where the Lochside Road turns into the Lochside Trail. This is going to take us through some agricultural area on the Saanich Peninsula and eventually to the Galloping Goose Trail in downtown Victoria. Woo. If you're serious about getting into shape, stay away from fast food. Eat only healthy food. Fuel your machine. Here we go. All right, got a few K on the gravel. I also like to use these long runs to work on my nutrition. It's good to practice your nutrition, see what works for you before it comes to race day. So with me today, in the back of my hydration vest, I have 1.5 liters of water. Tasty water. Stay hydrated. Also, right here, have 500 milliliters of electrolytes. And recently, Catherine and I have bought a juicer, and we're having fun making juices. So today I'm trying a apple pear ginger juice that I made last night. I've already had a bit of it. It's so tasty. That pectin gets in your belly, it expands, fills your belly up. Those natural sugars, they keep you going. And then I have right here some protein bars. They're gonna give me the energy I need to get through this run today. So in about another 7 or 8 kilometers, I'm gonna take a break and we'll energy up. Oh, such a beautiful spot in here, nice and shady. I am now at kilometer 25, and I gotta tell you, I can feel my knees. Let's talk about the Pacific Ninja YouTube channel for a second. So, Catherine and I have had that YouTube channel for over 13 years now. We've never taken it really all that serious. It was mostly just memories for trips and adventures that we've been on. But we've decided it's time to make some cash. So we're gonna get serious with our YouTube channel. We already have a trip to Tonga coming up in the fall where we'll be swimming with humpback whales, doing some cave diving. Can't wait for that. As well, we got a couple other projects on the go. So make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can see all the cool things that's gonna happen. Ooh, yeah, let's change the song up. Something a little bit more upbeat. Here we go. Lake. This is a great spot for a nutrition break. Today I'm going with Crave Coast protein bars. I use these on all my bikes and runs. They pack well. They give me the calories I need to finish the workout. And they taste great. All right, can't stop long. Got a few more K to go. That's the end of the gravel. We are now on the pavement for the rest of the way. We're going to start making our way into Victoria and down to the Inner Harbour. Here we go. So the trail's going to get a lot more urban from now on. We're going to have street lights. We're going to have city buses. We're going to have, what else? Lots of bikers. And we're going to enjoy every minute of it. I'm now leaving the Lochside Trail and I'm starting to make my way up the Galloping Goose Trail and into downtown Victoria. I'm going to leave a link to the Galloping Goose in the description at the bottom of this video, so check it out. All right, let's start making our way into town. This is the Selkirk Trestle. It's an old railway line. It goes over the Gorge Waterway. From here, we start making our way into the Inner Harbour. We're gonna go through the rail yards and then over the Johnson Street Bridge, around the Inner Harbour, and eventually to the Ogden Point Breakwater. Johnson Street Bridge is being lifted right now. It must be a boat going underneath it. So we got a bit of a wait. Made it to the Legislative Building. 3 more kilometers to go to Ogden Point. there, we got like 300 meters to go. So this is the Ogden Point Breakwater. It was made to guard all the big ships. That's actually the cruise ship terminal there. It also doubles as an amazing dive site. It's numbered 1 to 5 all the way to the end. And when we get to number 5, it's pretty deep. It's about 90 feet off the end. I've dove this several times. I've had some amazing dives here. The breakwater itself is just about 800 meters long. So almost a whole kilometer. And we're almost there. I can see the end. And that's it. Start to finish, that was 39 kilometers. Whew, let's have a drink. Nice. Let's go check out the other side. So we finally made it. Round trip, that was 39 kilometers. Took me just over 4 hours. It was like 4 hours and 10 minutes. Whew, that was a tough one. My knees are definitely feeling it. Well, it's time to recover now. So I'm gonna head home. I'm gonna get hydrated. I'm gonna look after my body. I'm gonna have myself an Epsom salt bath, and my legs will be good as new for running again tomorrow. $29, $30. Whew. That was a tough one. Oh, hey, you're still here. Well, congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Well, if you're looking for some more of my running adventures, a couple years ago, I did a run down the Lochside Trail. I talk a little bit more about my fitness journey. I will leave a link to that one right here. Click that video there. I'm gonna warn you, if you watch this video, it ends with me in the hospital getting staples in my leg. As well, don't forget, subscribe. Click that button. All right, guys, stay tuned for my next video. See you later.